To set the context for action cinema, it's crucial to delve into its roots and define what makes this genre uniquely compelling. Action cinema is a genre that primarily focuses on conflict, high stakes, and dynamic sequences, often featuring physical feats, chases, battles, and stunts. It thrives on visual spectacle and the adrenaline rush it offers audiences, setting itself apart with its ability to engage viewers through visceral excitement and storytelling that often emphasizes themes of heroism, survival, and justice. The significance of understanding this context lies in recognizing how action cinema not only entertains, but also reflects societal values and technological advancements. It acts as a mirror to the cultural and political landscape, offering audiences a form of escapism while subtly commenting on prevailing issues. For example, the rise of films like Die Hard in the late 20th century showcased the lone hero archetype, resonating with audiences' desires for individual empowerment amid growing urbanization and corporate dominance. Two notable examples illustrate the genre's evolution and cultural impact. The James Bond series epitomizes a blend of suave sophistication and explosive action, evolving over decades to reflect changing geopolitical tensions and technological innovations. Similarly, The Matrix revolutionized action cinema with its groundbreaking visual effects and philosophical undertones, introducing audiences to new dimensions of storytelling and conceptual complexity. There are varied opinions on the role of action cinema in society. Some critics argue that it reinforces stereotypes and promotes violence, while others contend that it provides a vital outlet for catharsis and exploration of moral dilemmas. The genre's emphasis on visual spectacle and less on character depth has been both praised for its entertainment value and criticized for lacking substantive narratives. Challenges within the genre include balancing innovation with formulaic elements that risk becoming stale. The increasing reliance on CGI over practical effects often sparks debate about authenticity and the visceral connection audiences feel with the action on screen. Additionally, as global sensibilities evolve, the genre faces pressure to move beyond traditional Western-centric narratives and embrace diverse voices and perspectives. Understanding the foundation of action cinema is essential, as it influences other aspects of film, such as technological advancements in special effects, cross-genre storytelling, and global box office strategies. It sets the stage for how action films are crafted, marketed, and received, affecting the broader cinematic landscape and continuing to shape cultural narratives worldwide. The heading Evolution of Action Cinema encompasses the transformation and development of action films over the decades, addressing shifts in themes, techniques, and audience perceptions. Action cinema, defined by its emphasis on physical feats, chase, fights, and stunts, has morphed from its early forms into a genre rich with subtext and spectacle. Key to the evolution of action films is their reflection of societal values and technological advancements. As the genre evolved, action films began to incorporate not just physical action, but also intricate storytelling, complex characters, and diverse settings, making them a significant cultural artifact. The importance of understanding the evolution of action cinema lies in its influence on both global film industries and audiences. This transformation highlights the genre's ability to mirror and affect societal change, reflecting contemporary fears, desires, and technological advancements. For example, the 1980s marked a peak in the popularity of action films, characterized by muscular heroes like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, representing idealized masculinity and strength during a period of geopolitical tension. Conversely, the emergence of the superhero genre in the early 21st century, with films like The Dark Knight and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, represents a shift towards complex narratives and CGI-driven spectacle, appealing to a broader, more diverse audience. Critics and filmmakers often argue that the evolution of action cinema has elevated the genre from mere entertainment to a medium capable of exploring deeper themes such as identity, morality, and socio-political issues. However, the genre also faces challenges and controversies. Some critics argue that reliance on special effects and big budgets can overshadow character development and storytelling. Additionally, there's a debate over the portrayal of violence and its impact on audiences, particularly young viewers. The evolution of action cinema is intrinsically linked to advancements in film technology, such as CGI and motion capture, which have expanded the possibilities for storytelling and visual effects. This evolution also influences other aspects of film, such as marketing strategies and global distribution, contributing to the genre's dominance in international box offices. In sum, the evolution of action cinema showcases the genre's dynamic nature, reflecting and influencing cultural and technological shifts. Understanding this evolution allows for a deeper appreciation of action films not only as entertainment but as a profound commentary on the human experience. The golden age of Hollywood action films refers to a period, predominantly in the 1980s and early 1990s, characterized by a surge of iconic action movies that combined visceral thrills with charismatic lead performances. This era is defined by its muscular heroes, practical effects, and groundbreaking stunts, setting a new benchmark for the genre. The films from this period were pivotal in shaping the trajectory of action cinema, elevating it from a niche genre to a major box office draw. This era's significance lies in its transformation of action cinema into a mainstream phenomenon, influencing not only filmmakers, but also cultural tastes and expectations. The period saw the emergence of iconic stars like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, and Bruce Willis, who brought larger-than-life personas to the screen, forever altering the landscape of Hollywood. Their films, such as Die Hard and Terminator 2: Judgment Day, showcased a blend of explosive action, clever storytelling, and relatable heroes, raising the bar for what audiences expected from action films. Die Hard, for instance, introduced John McClane, a relatable everyman who finds himself in extraordinary circumstances, revolutionizing the action hero archetype. Similarly, Terminator 2 not only offered breathtaking special effects, but also infused the genre with themes of humanity and technological fear, creating a cinematic experience that resonated deeply with audiences worldwide. These films exemplify the era's balance of bombast and depth, illustrating why this period is revered as the Golden Age. Critics and audiences alike celebrate these films for their innovation and influence. For instance, many believe that the practical stunts and effects of this era imparted a sense of authenticity and danger that contemporary CGI-laden movies struggle to replicate. However, this era wasn't without its challenges. Some critics argue that the formulaic nature of these films, often centering around male-dominated narratives, resulted in a lack of diversity and limited representation, which are ongoing discussions in today's cinematic landscape. This golden age of action films not only defined an era, but also set the stage for future innovations. Its influence is evident in today's blockbuster formulas, where studios strive to balance spectacle with character-driven narratives. The era's emphasis on practical effects continues to inspire filmmakers who seek to recapture the tangible excitement of its memorable set pieces. In connecting with the evolution of action cinema, this period represents both a high point of creativity and a foundation for future exploration, serving as a benchmark against which subsequent films are measured. The heading Rise of Martial Arts in Action Cinema traces its roots back to the influence of Asian cinema, particularly from countries like Hong Kong and Japan, where martial arts were an intrinsic part of cultural storytelling. This concept refers to the integration and prominence of martial arts, such as kung fu, karate, and taekwondo, within action films, shaping both their narrative and visual style. The significance of martial arts in action cinema cannot be overstated. Not only did it introduce audiences to new fighting techniques and philosophies, but it also offered a brash, kinetic aesthetic that deviated from the standard Western brawn-driven action sequences. It revolutionized the genre by emphasizing skill over sheer force, and it provided a platform for cultural exchange through film. Two notable examples highlight this transformation. Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon in 1973 was pivotal, showcasing Lee's charisma and martial arts prowess on a global scale, breaking box office records and transcending language barriers. Similarly, The Matrix, 1999, blended science fiction with martial arts, incorporating wire fu techniques popularized by Hong Kong cinema, propelling the genre into a new millennium. Support for the integration of martial arts often cites increased cultural awareness and appreciation for diverse forms of storytelling. Critics and scholars argue that martial arts cinema introduced complex choreography and a deeper focus on the art of combat rather than just brute strength, enriching the action genre with a novel and sophisticated layer of narrative and visual elements. However, this shift hasn't been without its challenges. Critics have voiced concerns over the potential for cultural appropriation, especially if martial arts are used superficially without understanding their cultural significance. Additionally, there is a risk of homogenizing martial arts styles, thereby diluting their unique cultural identities to fit Western cinematic narratives. The rise of martial arts in action films has significantly influenced other aspects of the genre, such as the development of more intricate fight scenes in mainstream Hollywood productions, and the increasing demand for actors trained in various martial arts disciplines. This has spawned hybrid genres and influenced choreography across different media, establishing martial arts not just as a thematic element, but as a critical component of action cinema's evolution. Through this integration, martial arts have become an essential narrative and aesthetic force within the action genre, paving the way for future innovations and cross-cultural collaborations.